Hello, everyone. I guess that photo wanted to be on screen for a while, but my name is Pinup Miami, and welcome to our Monday night lives. Today, I'm going to do something a little different. But before we get started, I just wanted to let me see here. Can't wait. Oh, yes, I can't wait to see you all. Yeah, that's what I'm actually going to talk about that right now. Let me know if there's any issue with any audio, video. I want to make sure you guys see. And today I'm proving you guys that I am not a natural yellow. Shock, I know. But I actually wanted to tell you that in 2 weeks it's gonna be not this weekend, but next weekend it's gonna be Rockabillaque, Florida, and I am so excited. Um, all the spots for the pinup contest filled up super quick, and I have a wait list. So if you want to get on that wait list yourself, make sure to send me an email to Jennifer at misspinupmiami.com, and that's MISS. And that way I put you on. So yeah, it's gonna be super excited. I know a lot of the girls are working on their outfits, their hair, their makeup. I truly cannot wait to see what. Oh, it keeps glitching. Guys, I'm telling you, I'm so sad about that because I'm literally connected to the internet. I don't know if it's the weather or if you haven't heard recently, there was aliens in Miami, and I feel like they're screwing up my lives. I'm just saying. Oh, hey, Timmy. Now I tried really quick. Edit, we're having trouble. I'm sorry. Hold on, give me one moment. That's the fun part about going live. Let's see. I'm attempting to go live. Trying something different. Let's see here. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, aliens. And while I don't want to keep you guys in the dark here, but I thought the most hilarious thing to come out this week was that the Miami-Dade Police Department on their called on their social platforms on Twitter, they decided to. Oh my gosh. Sorry guys. I am trying to get this fixed. Stream key. There we go. Okay, perfect. Sorry. I tried. I'm trying to connect it to Instagram because I've had a lot of requests for Instagram. And the software now allows me to go live on Instagram. So I'm testing that out. So if you're watching from Instagram, say hello. I don't know how to look because I haven't tested it out in a live version, but you're the first. All right. So now, after we talk about aliens, we're going to get started. Now, today I'm going to do a 1920s hairpiece. Now, two things. The reason I'm doing this is because this weekend it's Art Deco weekend in Miami, so I want that Art Deco vibe. Now, in Miami, everything is vintage with a modern touch, just like my podcast, everything that I do. So I decided that with the dress that I'm making, I need like a Art Deco Gatsby headpiece. So if you're looking for a traditional headpiece, this won't be it. But if you're looking for a modern with a twist, this is it. That's why I called it a modern 1920s headpiece. Now, I got this on Amazon. It's like a halo crown thing. It came with a pack of like 10 for like $10, and this is gonna be the base of it. The other thing you're gonna need is feathers. I'm gonna do this hot pink. Now, if you guys watched my media going to Dapper Day in December, I made a Miss Piggy outfit and I loved the fabric so much that I ordered more fabric. And I'm making this 1920s party dress with the same fabric that I did the Miss Piggy outfit. I should have posted up a picture, but if you follow me on TikTok or Instagram or on anything, um, I used this fabric. So I went out to Joann Fabrics when there was a sale on Christmas Day and I bought more of it to make a dress. So basically my dress, I have it in my sewing another sewing area. But I have this is my dress basically, these two fabrics together. So in this part, you're gonna select whatever fabric, whatever. Again, I like to give you options when I give these DIYs. So you're gonna use this halo as a base. Doesn't even fit on the screen. Yes, I want Joelle here. She's so cute. All right, and then we're gonna go a little extra. We're gonna go for more of that showgirl vibe. I really want to get like little V. Oh, thank you for the compliment. We're gonna go for a little V on the top. So using wires from a hanger, you're gonna need pliers, a hot glue gun. My fabric already has some rhinestones, but feel free to rhinestone. I got this. It's like rhinestones on a thread. No, rhinestone strings. So, in this, everything I got was from Amazon except the fabric was from Joann Fabrics. But the tool I got from Amazon and the feathers. Can't go wrong with feathers. And I have this just in case, which is like what is this called? Blanking out. You could get like this like a foam feel from Joann's as well. All right, so let's get started. I think I said everything that I'm using. Oh, and a sewing kit just in case, like a little sewing kit because I thought the rhinestones or maybe the fabric, but I'm gonna try to hot glue it because if I don't mind hand sewing, okay, but if I could hot glue it or do an alternative, then alternative it is. So you're gonna get a hanger and use a wire one. Now I'm going to I decided to like do this on camera. Today's live might be a little long. I wanted you guys to see the process. Now it's been a while since I've made a hat like this, but let's do it. We're gonna undo some of this. And now to get that, okay, when I talk about like we're gonna make a little curve. I want it to point at the end, and then we could add a little. Should have brought a little diamond or something. But we're gonna cut up a little piece here. Now, when you work with these, be careful with your fingers, and you're gonna go back and forth until it just comes off. Because I don't have special tools, which I feel like I should, but I don't. You're gonna go back and forth. If you're you see easy comes off. Just a little struggle, and I believe that that's gonna be enough. Not then I just need to use the other side. So you see, we're gonna go with that. No, it needs to be longer. Look at that. So we'll go with this side that we have chopped off, and we're just gonna straighten it out. Now you can use your own head. That's why I wanted to keep my hair flat today because I wanted to see. I do have a wig head that I use for cosplay wigs. If you haven't seen my I never posted a video, but I will of how I made the wig for my Princess Peach Diner Girl outfit. I loved how that came out. Came out so good. Even almost contemplated into getting to cosplay wig making. Well, I had a couple commissions on it. It was fun, but it does take a lot of time because you're trying to create anime looking hair in real life. All right, I'm having a difficult time with the top of the hanger. Yeah, I'm just gonna chop this part off. Let's not chop anything out. Let's just straighten it out. All right, there we go. We're gonna straighten it out. This is gonna be like the most muscle you're gonna do in this whole DIY. But trust, this is an extra step that is gonna give it that high end look. And I have found that if you buy wires, like the hat that I made for the Miss Piggy outfit, for example, I didn't want to like struggle with a hanger and straightening it out. That I took, um, oh, I broke a nail. That I took a plant wire. You know, they get a Joann's for plants, but that was too weak. So this I found that is sturdy and it really like held up well. So we're straightening out this wire that I'm not showing you guys. You're just seeing the struggle. All right, so we're gonna just straighten that out as best as possible. Now I am going to see how like we're gonna mold this to how we want. So I want mine to go like this, okay? Mm, mhm, mhm, mhm. I realize this camera is in a mirror position. Hey, Joelle. I feel like I haven't seen a lot of people in a long time. All right, so we're just gonna curve this. I think that's gonna work out. You know, I love how I started this with aliens and now I look like an alien. So if you're just logging in, we're trying to communicate to another planet. All right, so now it was my boyfriend thinking I was crazy. All right, so we're gonna create that point there. You gotta be careful not to put it too much because you don't want it to break. You know how we did the other ones. So I'm just gonna take the tips and make a nice little pointed corner right there. And then the next thing you're gonna do is check that it's the length that you want, and you're gonna put this in through these little holes. See, we're getting somewhere. And now we're gonna curve it to our face. So with that, I'm gonna do it with my hands. Literally creating this curve and straightening out these little bumps over here. So you're gonna get these pliers that have seen better days. And just straighten it as best as you could. Now, I wouldn't worry about straightening it like perfect. Um, and don't use this to make a hat because it's gonna be too hard. But they do sell millinery stuff like on Etsy, and you can make something. So don't be worried about like, yeah, I'm gonna be worried about that. Straighten it out. Gotta make it a little straighter. You know, one side is perfect, so we gotta make this side perfect too. There, see, you just gotta maneuver it. And again, be careful not to go back and forth too much because you're gonna just snap it off. And then, yeah, see, we're getting there. All right. All right, so we got this curve going and you just test it out. Now, this is all trial and error here, but you see how it's becoming a wired frame to what we're going for? Yeah. Let me see how far do I want to go with this. I want it to leave the center, so I want it to end here. I'm going to cut it off a little bit towards the back of it. Now we're going to trim it to the length that you want. So basically grab it and then go back and forth. Back and forth until it snaps off. Be careful with your eyes. And then match it to the other side, and you're going to go back and forth. Okay. Back and forth. All right. Now we have this little nice V from that hanger. Cool. And then just put it there, and you'll see that it's exactly how you want it. I should have put like my So there you go. So that's going to be the wire frame. So we're starting with the wire frame of the headpiece. Now for this wire, I am going to hot glue it where I want it. And let's just make sure. Let me just make sure. Yeah, let's I want to curve it a little bit. I really want it to hug my face. All right. There we go. See, now I feel it and I feel more secure about this. So now right now it just looks like a wired mess. Smooth out. It's like everything is everywhere right now. All right. So now we're gonna hot glue this onto this. If you're just joining in, because one person's asking and I can't reach it because my hot glue gun is heating up in the exact same spot. This is from Amazon. I got this halo. You just search halo frame, and it's meant to be for a fairy, but there we go. Perfect. All right, so now you're gonna hot glue it to your, ideally if you could solder it on, not solder it, but solder. But nobody got time for that. So we're gonna hot glue it. Now you're gonna have to be patient when you hot glue this because you have to wait till it cools before you remove it. So get your handy dandy hot glue gun and just start. I hate when you put a new piece because you got to make sure. All right, so I'm gonna put a chunk that's see through, and then just put it on there. Okay, and then I'm gonna put a little bit on top. That's my technique. And then hold it in the position that you want until it cools down. It's hot. So yeah, so basically we're gonna have a bunch of spider webs by the end of this. Hey Jackie! Woo! See, it didn't cool off and I got too excited. All right, another thing, I feel like this is gonna be a little difficult because I'm not on a table. So we're gonna cut up a piece of fabric and put it there. So hold on. I just want to get it to stay. Yeah. Sorry, I'm concentrated. All right. All right, we're gonna let that cool. Once we start building on this, you'll see the effects. So basically, I just wanted to get it there so then I could go in and wrap it. And my wrap, you can use pipe cleaners or like a wrap, and I forgot my pipe cleaners. Mm-mm-mm. All right, let that set. Yeah, no. All right, I need to put it on the table. Sorry. I needed to hold. But we're going to cut out a piece of fabric. I'm using the fabric that this headpiece is based off, is this like rhinestoney pink. And I'm just going to cut out a strip from the end of the fabric to help tie down this wire. Perfect. So we're first going to tie it. right on top of the wire. Let that cure sit, do its thing. And then we'll do the same thing on the other side. You ever feel like you put something down, you literally had it, and then it disappeared? Oh, and then it's right in front of you? Crazy. All right. I'm going to put the hot glue on top and then put it on top. Nice little thingy. Now, this is what we're going to use to secure it to the other one. And since we have the glue marks on here, I know exactly where they're going to go. Alrighty. Yeah, because you always do that because you smart. You smart. But I do wish I had a little soldier. I can't even pronounce it, like a soldering iron to make it work. All right. So we're gonna do one by one without burning your hands. You're gonna put a little piece of glue, if you guys could see, and then put that piece on, and it's gonna get the fabric as well. Just hold it down. The Dollar Tree has little glue stick fingers to cover your fingers so you don't burn them. I'm giving my nails a break, so for Rockabillaque Q, I could have nice nails. Thank you very much. All right, so we're gonna put glue on the other side and then paste it onto the. See, I burned my finger. I'm trying to hold it in. I'm trying to be cool. All right. Now, at the top, if you guys see, I put it on the top and I'm holding it. Now I'm gonna put glue on the bottom and fold in the fabric, so that way everything just like sandwiches on top of each other. So put it in the bottom and then bring that fabric in from the bottom up. It doesn't have to look pretty right now. This is just like the wire bra of your headpiece, the wire part of the bra headpiece. I don't know why I said bra, but it's the wire part, the frame, the frame. Now I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. You're gonna put the hot glue in the bottom, and you're going to bring that fabric and wrap it right under. Get that glue and then have like a little sandwich of your wires. And then hold it down. Before you test this out on your hair, make sure before you put this on your head that this thing is dry, is not wet. Because I don't want anybody out there to put this like hot glue on their hair and I mean, you know what's gonna happen. Your hair is gonna come off. All right, so then we're gonna put. Let me just give it a few. It's still a little warm. If you see any sections you think it should be sturdy enough, you see. And if you're a burlesque dancer, you can make like a headpiece. Then you build on top. Maybe put a little more here, here, and here. Just want to make sure it stays. All right. I could see you wearing something like this. Definitely could. Oh, you mean burning your hair? Oh God. Please don't burn your hair. You have like salt and peppery hair. All right. So give it a few seconds. I know this is gonna be a longer one. We're already 30 minutes in. All right. All right. Suspense is killing me. All right. So see? Okay, we got something going. We got a nice little frame. I want to make sure this part's sticking up. Um okay, it's not in the middle of my head, but if I move it a little bit, there you go. Oh my god. Is that gonna bother me if I see a photo and it's off centered? It'd be fine. All right. So now we are going to add fabric. Okay. So now we're gonna add fabric. We're gonna add fabric, and somehow I'm gonna make space. All right, let me just clear up a little space here in my little room. Thank you guys for watching and supporting. Hopefully one day I'll have a bigger room and I could have like multiple camera views. All right, so we got this headpiece. I'm just gonna put it here for now, right here. So you guys could see, whoever comes in could see what we're making. I mean, kind of looks see-through with everything. So I'm gonna get the fabric. Now there's scraps because I cut up the dress and I want to use all my scraps because I'm trying to make a little purse for it. So that's why don't let scraps go to waste. Okay. If you make stuff, just use the scraps. Alrighty. All right. So we're gonna get this fabric. Now the first thing we're gonna do is this triangle. So this is what I'm gonna need a head. I don't want to get my wig head. We're gonna use this lady's head. Okay. Yes, I just have somebody heads around. All right, so I'm gonna put this on her head. There you go. It's not my size, but there. I guess you could see it better on her head. And if you're wondering, that is not my wig head. I do have one that I put saran wrap. If you really want to make a wig, right, to fit your head or any type of headpiece, you should have like your head shape. So the other piece I have, I'm saying it on the other side of the room. I put saran wrap on my head and then I put duct tape so you can get the shape of your head. And before you cut it off, you get some permanent marker and just mark like your hairline, you know? That way you know. All right, so we're gonna take the fabric and lay it over the triangle part, okay? And then you're gonna cut around it. So I'm gonna use this side. I'm gonna start with like what is that? I'm gonna start with the edge that's flat. So I can just cut around it. Now I'm gonna cut a bigger piece and then go smaller because now if your fabric or whatever you have has a pattern, take that into account when you're trying to place it. Like if you want a certain thing somewhere, if you want like a certain design, you got to think about those things. Me, I have to worry with this fabric about the rhinestones. I want you guys to know. I mean, you don't have to know, but just so you know, I don't say this, but working with this fabric, even though it's beautiful, it's really difficult because it has these little rhinestones on them already. So when you sew them, I broke like 10 needles making that Miss Piggy outfit. And then for this one, I broke less because I just got a hammer, rubber hammer, and just smashed where the sewing machine was gonna run through. Because when the needle, it was a dumb move, but I learned and I moved on. And I'm letting you know, so you don't have to. All right, so keep cutting piece by piece. And same thing with these scissors. The rhinestones are in the way, so I can't cut a straight line. I mean, I can if I wanted to. No, I can't because of the rhinestones, but trying to see, I'm cutting this side and then just testing it out. Now you want like this much, like this, not this length. I'm talking about the width of the pinky of fabric hanging over at the end to then glue it down. Okay, okay, okay. Hold on. Where's the triangle? And if you mess up, you know, hopefully you have more scraps. All right, so I'm almost there. I'm going to cut off another piece here. And everything just fell on the floor. All right, so this is what you want it to look like. You want it to fall on top of your triangle piece. We're calling it the triangle piece in the front. Okay, so you're gonna be able to put that on top, and it's gonna cover. Why is I thought it was like a little triangle. So just cut. Perfect. All right. So now what we're gonna do is glue under. So we're basically gonna like upholster this onto this triangle. Let's go. Yeah, let's go. I had to think about it. All right. I am going to put her on this head. Didn't mean to yell. I'm gonna put her on this head. I can't lift her up when I show you, but I'm gonna put her a little up so I could see underneath. And I'll hold it once I have a few pieces down. Actually, I have to show you guys. We're gonna start with the back. We're gonna fold the back in and put hot glue right here. So only put it inside of the triangle because then we're gonna go curve in. All right, so all right. So I'm gonna put it on the middle, just a tad, a little line, just so I can make sure I want. And then you're gonna curl in the fabric. I think the hardest part is gonna be the first piece, you know, getting it exactly where you want. Or if the AC is hitting, it'll get cold really quick. There we go. Perfect. All right, so then we have that piece there. And then we're gonna just glue around. And then any excess fabric, like we could just cut it off after. Well, well, well. Hey, Jessica. Happy New Year. Oh my God, did I just put that crooked? This one fell off. We're putting that back in. I got distracted, Jessica. All right. So now we're going to go around. Now I'm trying to decide because I see that I did a little boo boo. But I want to show you guys that everything is fixable. All right. So we're going to start gluing the edges around. So I'm going to hold it like this, like a little cradle. And then go around. Just put little dots. Oh, get in. And then we're just putting glue all the way around. I feel like I have to hold this like this. So make sure to put the glue everywhere. And just tuck it in. It's going to take a few tries. And that's why I'm doing one set at a time. Yeah. I'm being a little quiet right now because I'm trying to concentrate. So I'm just doing little by little. I'm gonna go back and fill up the spots that I've missed. But I basically want to get the shape there so I'm not having to, pray that it's there. I know this is legit multitasking. All right. So we have one side almost done. Now we gotta make sure when you do the other side that cool, because you want to make sure to make it hot. And then we'll go in with a scissor to clean up, all the fabrics that are too long. It's looking good. So just little by little, put it and then twist it in. You see how I mean? Like, if you ever seen this girl on TikTok that does lamp shades, that's what I'm saying. You could sew this, but she also hot glues. But that's why I'm saying you could hot glue this. Now make sure this point is pointy because if it's baggy, it's gonna be kind of annoying. So I see my little point is having a little struggle. So I'm just adding a little glue at the end and holding it. There you go. All right, we're getting somewhere. Now I'm gonna go in and make sure to put glue anywhere I missed glue. You really want to get that foundation at the base. So I'm just gonna make sure that there's glue all around the wire. So the wire has to be enclosed by fabric and glue. And just take your time. Put that in. Be careful with your fingers. If the fabric is too long, we're gonna go in after, cut with scissors. Now today I'm trying something new that I'm streaming on Instagram, but I don't know if I could see any comments from Instagram. So if you're watching on Instagram, thank you so much for watching. Let's see, Jackie, I usually lay a piece of ribbon over the glue edges underneath. Yeah, we're doing that same kind of technique, but with fabric because I wanted to have the fabric over the wires. And then I'm gonna cut all this excess fabric out. I should have brought my embroidery scissors. Left them left them where the embroidery machine is at. Just make sure you don't cut all your hard work off. If not, you gotta start over. And that's no fun. All right. Let's do a test try on for the moment. Try on number one. It looks like, I don't want to say what I think it looks like, but it's looking good. Kind of giving me showgirl vibes, and then adding a little stone that I don't have, but I like the idea now that I see it. Yes. And then when I have my hair fully yellow, I should have done a middle part for this, right? We're not even done. So you see how even if it's kind of loose here, when you put it on your head, it's gonna be nice and taut. All right, now we're gonna continue to do the same method on this side. On this one, we're gonna do it a little different because I want it to be nice and the word I'm looking for? Fool. So that's when we're gonna get this like foam that you can get. Not a foam. It's like a little. People use it for bags. Um, I use it for some hats. The little shape on here. And if you're like me and didn't bring a marker or a pencil, we're just gonna cut on it. We're just gonna cut it out as is. So basically, you're gonna cut around and cutting. You know this shape of this headband is giving me the vibe of Cusco. Emperor's New Groove. Now I feel like that's such an underrated film. I mean, comment below like what you think is an underrated Disney film. I feel like what's that one with Quasimodo? Hunchback of Notre Dame. I feel like it was underrated until recently that people realized the villain songs are used to be better. Let me know your thoughts. And if you've seen the movie Wish, I don't know if there's a lot of Disney fans, but all right. So then we're gonna cut this off. Perfect. So you see, we're using this because we need a little frame since this is a large space and it's not going to hit us on the head or anything. Just this part, we'll see. Uh. Totally underrated. Cusco is great. He's a vibe. He's a vibe. And I love when people do cosplays or like videos with the audio from the movie. I think it's great. It's amazing. All right. So we got the shape. You can cut it out like I did or not. Now what we're gonna do is put yeah, we need to do it like this though. All right. So now we're gonna get fabric. But the trick with this fabric is okay, how can I explain this? Um, we're gonna put this piece in the back here, you see, as the base for the fabric to lay on top, but our fabric has to lay over both of the layers, meaning that we're only gonna hot glue the fabric in the center part so we could pull it through the wire and then wrap it over. Yeah. So don't worry, I'm gonna walk you through it. Just gotta see here. Lucas. Luca, oh, Luca is so cute. And it's a cute story. I really like it. And I feel like you're right. It is underrated. I don't hear a lot of people talking about it. I don't. I just saw an extra fabric I wanted to cut off. Right. Now, if you really want to be super fancy with this, you could cover the bottom and create a lining and be super profesh. But we're keeping it real. All right, so let's put her on there. You can see how she looks on this lady so far. All right, so let's put. Oh my gosh, causing issues over here. All right. So we're gonna cut out a fabric that is this size, but 1/2 an inch wider than this. So grab your fabric and lay it on top. Or you know what? I'm gonna add the glue since I don't really have a table here. Um, Baby Shark. Oh, I'm biased because I like Baby Shark. Kids. All right. It's because I don't know if Bernadette's on here, but like her and her kid sing Baby Shark. And that's when I found out I can't be a babysitter. But I think I'd be a great babysitter. So whoever wants me to babysit their kids, don't take my references. Just let me babysit your kids. All right. So we're gonna add hot glue, and I'm gonna just glue it here and then cut it, just because I'm low on space in my little video area. So what I'm gonna do is put glue everywhere. I wish I had my spray glue. Oh, I do. Timothy, can you help me by giving me that spray glue on the ironing board to the left? It's like a hairspray looking spray bottle. Yeah. All right. So I don't have glue, but I have a basting that I use for embroidery. But I'm gonna use it for this temporary base. I think it would work. It's also good if you sew, like if you want to hold something down without having to pin something down. This works well. So for embroidery, use it for appliques or something like that. But it temporarily holds the glue. So I feel like that would work for this. If they temporarily want to glue it. Well, I don't want it temporarily, but I just want to glue it down for the moment. All right, so then I'm just gonna glue that down temporarily with my temporary glue. You could also use, regular spray glue. All right, now I glued this to the back of this, and now I'm gonna cut it. Again, leaving 1 inch away from the edge. And I'll probably leave a little more because these little studs get in the way. And I really appreciate you guys with the patience with my lack of a table here. I didn't think it through. All right, so we're just cutting, 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 cutting. I hope I did not mess up this cut. All right. My pro earrings. Oh, thank you. I feel like I've had these pro earrings forever and I have different variations of them. I feel like it's like in my head, my little signature. Even my Memoji has little pro earrings that look like this. Like yeah. Let me see. Do I have a picture of my Memoji? But on my live countdown, let me put it for a second. Did you see that? She had pro earrings. All right. All right, so now we have this piece, and you'll see the edges around it. Again, I guesstimated 1/2 inch. We're gonna get back to the headband. Now, like I said before, we're gonna put it in the back, but we're gonna bring the fabric to the front. So what I mean is, we're gonna bring this to the back, and then the flap to the front. Okay, just the fabric. All right, and then you'll see that the flap is to the back, and you see how it's starting to come together. All right, so then we're gonna hot glue. I'm gonna put the center front first, just to help me hold this down. Okay, okay, okay. I glued myself. All right, now I put the first one down. Now we're starting to see the vision come to life, right? All right, so then we're gonna go all around and hot glue it down. And take your time with it because it will burn. Now I'm gonna do a section at a time. Let me do the right side and then I'll show you guys here. All right, I see this comment. I can't pull up your comment to the screen, but yeah, you know what I am because that's an epic question right here. Just take a moment to appreciate this question. How in the world did we survive without hot glue? Now, oh, you know what? A better question is how was hot glue invented? I don't know. I don't know. Now I want to know. All right, so we're going all the way around. Literally hot gluing the pieces to the back. All right, definitely after this live, I have to look up how, or maybe when I finish this, I gotta look up how hot glue was invented because I would love to know. All right, we're just gonna do the semicircle first, all the way around before we do anything else. Ooh, hot, hot, hot. Now, what I want is one of those like super like wireless hot glue guns. That would be cool. All right. So this is one half of the glue down on the top. You see how that gives it a nice clean finish? Yeah. So now we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Bringing the fabric underneath the wire. And then we're going to hot glue. Yeah, all my crafters agree. Let's see. That's why I appreciate like the burlesque dancers. Like they hot glue everything or E600 everything. Not everything, but you know what I mean. Like, and like they're on pasties, swinging everything everywhere, and it stays. All righty. I'm gonna go all the way around to the other side. What I want to get is like those hot glue sticks that are super long, so you don't have to refill them as often. I'm talking about. Let's see here. Check Messenger when you're done. I sent you a history. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait to see it. Must be a really interesting history then. Uh, Alrighty. So we have the semicircle done. Let's test it out. Now we got to make sure that everything is looking good. Maybe we could pull these a little more. Okay, we're looking like Cusco. Not really, but all right. I asked Siri. Oh, well, it's good. At least thank you for looking that up. I'm like, go on my hair. All right. So now we're gonna do the sides. So the sides here, we're gonna do the same thing we did on the top. We're gonna bring the fabric over and under, under and over, under and over, and then make sure to pull that fabric taut. Now, if you see here, my foam is longer since I freestyled this. You just cut it off. Oh, I'm gonna cut that excess off and then glue. Have a lot of stuff going on right now. Ugh. Put this over here next to my little Target birds that I got like a couple years ago. That I thought I was special for getting them, but I mean, now you can get them anywhere. All right. So we're gonna glue this. Yeah, it's looking good, right? Now make sure when you do the corner that you do all the way down and then fold over to really have a clean finish. I know I'm not showing you guys. Hold on. So literally just folding that over to create that nice clean finish at the end. Then we're going to do the same thing on the other side, which I don't need to cut. And you're going to huggle it all the way down to the bottom and then fold it over. And I need another glue stick. Did you know that Dollar Tree um Dollar Tree sells hot glue sticks? But I feel like it's, you might as well get a big bulk. Now, if you go to a party with this hat on, I'm pretty sure no one's gonna have it. They're all gonna have the little same one from Amazon. So that's a positivity for your hard work. All right, so then we're gonna fold in here. I'm gonna use my chin there, and then just cross it over and under. Nice twat. Oh, I'm really trying to use every muscle on my upper body to do this. And then I'm just gonna cut off the tip there. Have another nice clean finish. Alrighty, now it looks a little bubbly, but once you see it extends up. I don't want to make it too small that it won't, fit. That's why you see that bubble, but it straightens out when it expands. So keep that in mind. Now for this part on the inside, now all we really have to cover is this side because the top here is covered. Plus, you want to give it that little leeway since it is a flexible headband. So what you're gonna do is cut. Well, first you're gonna cut the foam shorter to the exact headband. So we're gonna do that first. You're gonna cut the foam, right, you know, not that much, just a tad. Then where your triangle that we called, you're gonna cut a slit on the fabric in the bottom where the triangle is because we want it to go underneath under and over how we've been doing. So let's do this side first. So I want it to go over. I'm gonna have to cut it. I'm gonna lay it close up and I'm gonna have to cut it right here. There you go. Just a nice little slit. And then we're gonna go under over. Under and over. See? And now we're gonna hot glue this piece towards the back. This one might be a little difficult because you're gonna have to use a little power to make it. Now you'll notice that I still have foam showing, so I need to trim it a bit more. We don't want to fight with the foam, but we don't want it to be there. So cut them out like all the people you're cutting out in 2024. Just kidding. I'm not really cutting anybody out. All right, so yeah, perfect. So then we're just gonna glue the back. I always think it's weird when people say that. We're gonna cut out people. Bro, people cut themselves out. All right, so then we're gonna put this over and then hold it down. I really needed my little silicone fingers. I know today's live is pretty long, so for the troopers that are here, I know my numbers have gone down. but I appreciate you. Or if you're watching at another date, you know, I appreciate it too. All right. All right, so we got that corner done. Ooh. Now we're going to do the other side. Same thing. We're going to lay it flat and see where it ends. And we're going to cut a little, we're going to cut there. So we can bring that fabric over and under. Perfect. Then you're going to bring it over. No, under and over, under and over. Try not to confuse you all. And then you're going to glue it around the wire. So then you're going to put this. And then pull it. Okay. I might have burned myself there. I had to let it go. I had to let it go. Okay, there we go. All right, let that get cool. I just can't hold it anymore. It's too hot. That was a little spot. That was too hot for me. All right, I see that my screen blacked out. All right, so then this little piece is hanging. You're just going to put it over the foam. Actually, no, because then when we stretch, you know, we're just going to trim it. By trimming, I mean cut a slit because I want to lose the base. So we're just going to cut a slit right in the middle. And then you're going to hot glue these two pieces like this. It's like when you're making a, if you sew, you have to cut like notches. So you make a notch and put it over. And if not, look, you're learning terminology for sewing from a non-expert. Oh, It's dangerous when hot glue just decides to hit your thigh. Yeah. Yeah. He's making sure I'm alive. Yeah, I have clips, but I didn't bring them out, Joel. But that's a great tip. Use clips. I learned that tip when for bag makers when I took a bag making class at So Magical. So if you're into crafting and you're in Orlando, there's a convention called So Magical. I've taught every year except last year because I was in a competition in Salt Lake City. But they use clips for everything, and I love it because even for sewing now, I find myself using clips instead of needles because then it pokes you or you know. All right, so we got the front facing. Now we're gonna test it out. Make sure everything's looking good. I feel like a little a Vegas showgirl. What you guys think so far? Let's see here. I have to get me one of those for my Gatsby show. Well, I'm teaching you how to do it. You could do it. All right. So now what we're going to do is the back. Now for the back, this is going to be more just to cover the back. So you're going to cut, I should have cut out two pieces before, but we're going to cut out a piece and it's just going to cover because we're going to put stuff in the back. Now you don't have to put stuff in the back. If you are, then you need to take more time in finishing the back. But we're just going to cover the back to just cover the back. And as my hair looks crazy. All right, so we're going to put this down for a second. Oh, wait, I'm going to just double check for any areas that should get a little more securing, like right there. Oh, yeah, no, you're going to kill me every time I do that. You're going to say use clips. I know. We're looking around for clips. All right. So what was I gonna do? Oh, the fabric for the back. So for the fabric in the back, I'm just gonna grab I think I have a little more piece and just cut it out because I should have cut out two when we did one, but my excitement got the best of me. Scissors ran away. Or I dropped them when the hot glue fell. Yeah, that's what it was. Alrighty. Okay, I'm making it seem like I have so much fabric, but I don't. All right. So I'm going to do the same thing and just place it over. Just cut, 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 cut. So yeah, when you do the front, you might as well cut two pieces for the back. All right, I'm just gonna glue and then cut it away. I'm trying to save time here. All right, so what I'm gonna do is put glue and then put this piece over it. Now you're not gonna go over the front because we really want this clean finish in the front. The back, we're adding feathers and whatever else you want to add. You could even add flowers if you wanted to. So for the back, we're literally gonna go lower than the fold over. Okay. Now, if you wanted to be fancy, you could add a little hem and hot glue a little hem around it. That's how you would finish it to make it look clean. I'm going to be adding feathers. I just don't want this white to seep through in the background. I want it to look like not there. But I'm not going to really worry about, I know, don't judge me for that, but I'm not going to really worry about a finished edge. But again, if you didn't want to add any props in the back, then I would tell you for sure, add a little hem, make a little hem, because you're not going to want it to be seen. Or do the back first and then do every other step. That's also another alternative. So I'm just hot gluing the back. Let me do a few so I can show you the results. Let me just do this side and then I will. I'm just going to hot glue it and then cut it. So we're just hot gluing it. All right, so I just hot glued. Let it sit a little bit, and then I'm gonna go with the scissors and then cut. Again, we just want to finish the inside of it because we want it to look clean. So if you stick at the back now, you see how it has like a nicer finish compared to having it just exposed with the foam. Now we're going to hot glue the other side and cut as needed. So we're just going to apply glue, literally applying it where the fold is happening because I don't want it to show in the front. I just want it to hide the back. And then once the glue settles, and check the front. You want to make sure you can't see it in the front, which that's why I'm telling you to glue it where the fold is happening. There you go. By mistake, I glued wrong part. So then we're going to cut. Oh, sheesh. Okay. I'm holding the scissors in an angle because I wanted to get as close as possible without trimming the front of the outfit, the headpiece, the headdress. Alrighty. Now we're going to do the bottom and take out these little hairs. I call it like, what do you call these? Like little hot glue strings, hot glue strings. Now we're gonna do the same thing for the little flat sides. Do one at a time. And then same thing with the other side. And then trim away. I feel like the faster we're getting, the closer we're getting to the end. How about that? Now you're going to trim all around the little arch in the back. Just remember mine's jagged because of these stones. And then you're going to just expand it, because remember this headband expands. And then hot glue just a tad around the bottom, just to make it secure. All right, just cutting those little excess pieces out. So now we're gonna hot glue to just finish that bottom, because we don't want it popping out. And just make sure to pull this a little open. So I'm gonna use my mouth. Hold on, let me put the glue first, and then I will, because I want to make sure it holds where it's supposed to hold. And then whatever pieces are showing through, again, if it doesn't hit your head, feel free to just cut them off. And I'm just going to cut, because I don't want it dragging on my hair either way. All right, so we got the second base of our headdress complete. Now it's going to be the fun part of adding decorations. So let's just make sure everything is up to par. I feel very art deco in this, art deco, and very me. So right now what we're going to do is add some feathers. All right, so we got feathers. We have different types of feathers, but I have a lot of these, so we're just going to use this one. These are not the same feathers I used for my Miss Piggy outfit. Let me show you here. I used fancier feathers for that. But I needed a lot, and I didn't want to spend a lot of money, so I got these on Amazon. And in the camera, it looks lighter, but I'm telling you, it looks the same. All right, so now what we're going to do is I want to add feathers all the way around, but making it go in a diagonal. Now this is like creative freedom. So I think I'm going to start with the largest one first. Like, go big or go home, right? So the first and now you know why we covered the back, because you're going to see that. So we're going to go big. Now with this, I'm not going to do it on the video, but after I'm done, maybe tomorrow, I'll probably get like a curling iron and curl the feathers, so you're able to curl it with some heat to give it more oomph. Because I want them to curl forward, so I want it to look like this. Then some could look like that, but forward I think gives it more of a 20s from what I've seen in the historical photos. So I'm gonna start the biggest in the middle. See, that one looks a little. That's why you just get a curling iron, you can fix that. So we're going to start in the center and just hot glue the tallest one in the middle. Now, just make sure you get the prettiest one for the middle. And a floofy one. So we're just going to shop around in our feather bulk. I should make Timmy one of these hats. All right, so I like that one. I like that it's sparse. All right. So we're going to put it on. I'm going to put it on really quick because I want to see. You won't be able to see it. It's going to be too big for this camera. Oh, what a shame. Yeah, we're just going to do it this big. I don't like this one now that I'm thinking about it. Not for the center. For the center, I want luxe, you know? All right, so we're going to choose this one for the center. What do you think? You're going to lose. Why am I going to lose you? Oh, I'm going to. I didn't read the whole comment. It says, you're going to lose this to a chubby gray haired lady. First of all, you ain't chubby. And second of all, you could borrow my stuff. All right. So we're going to put the hot glue on the stem of the feather, okay? And you're just going to add a lot of glue on there. And after the fact, we'll go in with a ribbon. I'm going to use the same fabric just to secure it in. And yeah, so you're going to hold this down and just glue it back there. And just hold it until it cools down. See, I feel like I got the wow factor once the whole fabric was on. All right, had to make sure you guys were awake. All right. So there we go. We got this first piece. Now the second piece, I'm going to do it lower because I want it to look like a fan out. So you want to fan it out. And then you're just going to, you see where we're going with here? If I change my lighting, you could probably see the difference. I think my light is making, if I turn off this light, you could see that it looks much more fuchsia compared to that. As I have crazy hair going everywhere. All right, so then we're going to do the same thing. We're going to glue this there. Lower. Like that. What do you think? Yeah, like that. So then the next thing, I'm putting my finger so I know to put hot glue in the middle down. So this whole thing will have glue. So then you're going to get your hot glue. Glue the feather. Don't make sure you don't get the stem. Just rotate. All right, and then we're gonna hold it down. Now you'll see that the stem of the feather will be poking out, but we'll cut that out after. I just want to make sure that we have the right space. And you're gonna, I'm not gonna have the stems on top of the stems. They're all gonna lay flush because I want to make sure that it looks like a flush headpiece. Okay. Okay. Love it so far. All right. I dropped my hot glue gun again. Luckily, I'm wearing this Amazon 1920s dress that I don't care if it gets glued. All right, so now you're going to get another feather. I feel fancy with so many feathers. All right, you're going to get another feather and put it right next to it and try to match the height of it. This one is a little floofy. I want it to stand up. Oh, that one has character. Yeah, I like that one. All right. Then we're going to take this stick and put glue. Yeah, Vivian, at first I didn't get your comment, but now I get it. You could, like I said, you could borrow it anytime you like. I put this on the wrong side because I was reading the comments. Whatever, it's hot glue. But now I can't press it down. Oh shoot. All right, we got this. All right, so I'm gonna hold that down for a second. I cannot wait to see this whole outfit put together. One thing about me is that with every outfit that I have, I try a new technique or something I've seen and I want to try. So for this dress, I'm using tulle on the bottom of the skirt. I wish I would have brought it home with me. But it's in like the little studio. No, it's at my job. Not at a studio. So yeah. Now the reason I told you not to put the stems on top of each other, it's hidden because of the fluff, but here's the stem. Because remember, this is flexible. We want to make sure we have that little cushion. Now, look at that. Look at that. All right, then we're gonna keep going and going lower. Now I don't want to go too low in the bottom. I keep getting this little sad one. So the next one over is gonna be here. You see, we're creating that nice edge. So then we're gonna just grab that there and flip it over and put the hot glue. I already need more sticks. I always feel like that's how every project is. You start off and you're like, okay, like I'm doing this, I'm doing this. It's been a while since I've done a hat like this. So I was kind of like, oh, a few people requested a DIY. Please no DUIs. And I thought, I have this event this weekend. Let's kill two birds with one stone, right? All right, so we're putting this piece right there. As you can see, the stem points down, but we're not worried about that because we're going to cut it off. So I'm just holding that in while it cools. Now another one here, again, to be symmetrical. And I feel like all the showgirls always have like symmetrical stuff. Now we're going to do this side and match the height. Again, don't matter the stem, just match the height. We're putting the glue down. And then we're going to flip it over and put it right there to match the height of the other side. Now, if you show up to any party with this hat and you don't stand out, I don't know what to tell you. Because everyone's going to have those rhinestone headbands. All right, see here, I forgot to put some on the top, I guess. So I'm just going to carefully go in. Oh, shoot. I got to tuck those little feathers away. Yeah, I don't want it hanging on the top. I want it to hang flush. Okay, I think we got it symmetrical there. Yeah. Keep going. Yes. All right, so the next couple of ones, I'm going to do them way shorter. So I think I'm going to do one more right here, just to clean that edge out right there, finish it off. And then another one here. Right, so the glue is going to be here. Then attach. My God, is that a car? You see? And then we'll attach it to the other side. Another one. I think by mistake I used the little droopy one. Oh well. We will fix this glue stick right there and then apply the glue. Sorry, this one is because it's like already at the corner. I need to like down. All right, we're getting there. We got feathers everywhere. We're going. All right, there we go. Now we have all these stems that we're going to cut off. We're just going to wait for it to cool off. Oh, I was going to try to do like a nice little fan thing, but no. Did not work out as planned. Now all these stems that we see from the feather, we're going to chop them off. Let's see. Now you got to go one by one and hold on to the feather while you cut it because you don't want it to, you know how sometimes hot glue just decides to snap off. So, and be by a garbage can because then you're going to have feathers everywhere. So you see I'm holding the base and cutting it at the same time. I don't know what's worse, this or what I did in the beginning of the video. Actually, I think this is harder. All right. We might have to cut the stems a little higher up, but cut the stems. Make sure not to cut the fabric. And again, hold the stem in the bottom because, like I said, it could snap off or, you know, we want it to be a nice, clean cut. All right. So now you'll see that some of the stems are floating. So I'm going to go in with hot glue. Maybe when I pulled, I want them to be secure. So I'm going to just bring it down to the bottom and hold it down. Just want to secure the stems on the bottom of the headrest. It's been an hour and a half. All right, make sure they all are on there. All right, I'm excited to try this out. I feel like I'm missing I'm going to put two more. Why not? We have the feathers. I'm going to add two more in these little spots here because it seems a little empty right here. So just like a nice, yeah, like that. I just that spot seems so empty. So we're going to add two more feathers. Now I'm wondering if I should make them taller just to give it, no, that's not. Let's just fill in that corner that I thought was empty. So we're going to fill in, ooh, that one's nice. Okay, we'll fill it in there. Now for this one, I am going to cut it first because I can't, the more feathers, the less I could see. I'm going to clean up after this. All right, so now we're going to add glue. From here down. I'm literally going to plop it right between and then push down. And you see that nice corner just got filled out. And then you see how the back just looks nicely finished. Like we put the backing because we would have seen, well, not really, well, yeah, you know what? Yeah, we would have seen it. So now we're going to put one more feather. I'm going to choose a fluffy one on the other side. Wow, this one is super soft. I'm going to save that for another day. All right. Then we're going to put this one here. And I'll finish it off. Oh, let me put some hot glue right here. Make sure they're not just fluffing off. Not fluffing off, but like coming off. Now the other side, same thing. We're going to put it first, see where we want it to fill in the corner. Chop off the stem in the bottom so we know the measurement. And then the feather explodes. I got feather everywhere. Then I'm going to hold this and put hot glue there. Okay. And then put it in that section and hold it down. So you see how the back looks nice. So when somebody walks behind you, they're like, oh, whoa, and they walk in front of you, whoa, you know, all that. Now you're going to make sure no feathers are like away from the headpiece. Meaning that they're separated. We want them to look flush. This one. This one needs a little more glue. Oh shit. Oh shoot. There we go. Alrighty. Alright, so now we got something going. What do you guys think? Now you can stop here and call it a night. Or if you want to be a little extra, we're going to do one more step. Now let me try it on. I think I have to cut this stem a little shorter. Let me see. Now, how can we make this a little extra, you ask? Now, I can't find the little, I bought a little fuchsia jewel to hang. Can't find it, but I'll find it. Now, another thing that I have that you could go extra if you wanted to is this, what I showed in the beginning, which is a rhinestone string. I got it in fuchsia, and everything I got from on Amazon, not paid for anything, guys. I think, let's see here. Now, the main reason I wanted to do a headdress like this is because I wanted to hang things, if that makes sense. So I want to, this is something I've never done, but I want to try to hang here. I want to hang a few pieces. Okay. So let me start long and cutting it. So basically, if you get the vibe here, I'm going to add 4 strings going down like this. Now, should I do them this long, shorter? Let's do them long, and then from there, we'll decide. So we're gonna cut 4 pieces like this. I'm just using a regular scissor. Now this is another time that you could use a sewing kit, but like I said, I'm just gonna glue it. So I'm gonna cut 4 pieces like this. 2. I could do tassels. That's a good idea. Tassels. These are like its own tassel. Now the accessories, I don't know what jewelry I'm gonna wear with this, because it's hard to find like non-tacky fuchsia jewelry. All right, so, but I was thinking of just making my own earrings since I have those clip-on earrings from another tutorial I've done. So we're gonna glue these 4 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 4 on this side. No, let me cut them all now, because then I'm gonna forget the measurement that I used. I actually really like this headpiece. I love that it feels secure. That's why once you have that base going, yeah, so we're gonna do this, and now we're gonna cut 4 more. I bet you guys were wondering, what else? What extra can she be doing? Yep, this. I'm sure 2, 3, no. I need one more. And also I'm adding these to the oh, come on. Sorry, I have to cut this like this and you're not seeing it, but I'm just cutting 8 pieces as long as I just showed you. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna make earrings so everything matches. All right, so yeah, 8 pieces here. We're gonna have to take this off. I'm gonna put it back on my head, lady. Oh man, it's okay. I'll fix that later. We're gonna put it on her. Okay. All right. So now what we're gonna do does not look like my head. We're gonna add 4 of these. I'm gonna start with the outers and then go in. So I'm gonna just hot glue them like this. Okay. I just can't hold it and glue it at the same time. So I wish I could show you guys, but I'm basically just going to make sure the rhinestones are facing forward, the main rhinestones. At the edge of it, you're going to add hot glue, a nice dollop, and then you're going to put it right on the back. Okay, right on the back. Trust me, like right on the back and hold it down. And hold it until it glues. So basically, I'm just holding it down. I agree, Melinda. You can never be too extra. Plus, you live once, right? All right, so now we have 1 piece done, and we're just going to repeat that 8 times. But I'm going to start with the 2 outer sides first. So you'll see what I mean by outer. I mean like the edge like I just did, and then the inner edge. Just to make sure that the other 2 parts in the inside are enough. So there we got 2 piece. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm too excited. I'm too excited. Okay. And then you're going to get another piece right there. And then just, you could measure it or just go with the flow. I know you guys can't see right now, but I'll show you now once I put the last piece in. Now the last one on this side. Making sure the rhinestones are up front. Yeah, you're melting the front of the rhinestone, but at least it's melting into the fabric. And if you wanted to, you could add a ribbon. Holy cow, that one was hot. All right. All right, so there we have this side with the rhinestones going down and all this like hot glue string. No, you could either make them diagonal. Sorry, I was like mesmerized with this. So look at the difference that makes, right? It's a little shimmer. Now we're going to repeat the same thing on the other side. So let me show you what the back looks like. Basically, the back, you're just hot gluing. It's all the same color, but you're hot gluing it there. And it's under the feather, so you don't see it, and it doesn't really clash. So if you want, you could cover it with some more fabric. I'm going to leave it like that because it's covered by the feathers. So now we're going to attach the other side, 4 pieces. Again, starting with the edge, the outside and the inside. So we're gonna do the outside there. Whoa, 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 whoa. That one kind of burned my finger. Yep. I am liking this. Oh yeah, see, it's getting good. I'm telling you, if I just hope, like, if I lost that little fuchsia rhinestone that I have to go right here in the hedge, like, yeah, I don't have a picture of the dress I'm making for this because I haven't really finished it, but it should be finished by Wednesday. Because tomorrow I'm going to see the music. I love Broadway shows, and tomorrow I'm going to see Hades Town. My sister recommended it. Let me know if you've seen it. All right, two more pieces. Can't wait to see what this looks like. The only thing, I'm just so excited to wear this. The only thing, not the only thing. I have another place where I want to put these, but I'm not sure. I'll ask your opinion after this. All I'm expecting is that when I show up with this headpiece, people think I work at this place. Listen, this is gonna be the first time I'm trying like a different look for it's not, I don't consider this a 1920s party, it's more like a Gatsby party, based off the books and the movie. So costuming is in, right? All right, looking amazing. You should run a piece down the V front part. Oh, even if I put the stone, you think? Because I have this little teardrop fuchsia stone somewhere that I can't find right now. Alrighty, let's let that cool before I put it on my head. All right, so let's see what we got going now. Right now, what we got going is my crazy hair in the way. I should put my hair back to see the results. Oh, what is that? So far we have this. And then you could play around with it. So you're saying right down the middle. Let's see. Okay, I like that. I like that. If we run this, you know what? Maybe I don't even need. Oh my god, I can't even see where I'm looking. Yeah, we're gonna put that right down the middle. What if I just do that so it can match? And maybe add like a few lines to make it more Art Deco. Oh my god, I love that it feels secure. I love that. All right. So yeah, I love that idea. We're gonna do that. We're gonna put it right down the middle. I'm gonna put it on my fake head. I have the camera covered. All right, so we're gonna do it right down the middle. I'm gonna get the rhinestone and I'm going to carefully put it there. Yeah, we're doing some lines. Not like I haven't been here for almost 2 hours. But this is once I'm sure you ladies will relate that once you get in the mood, you're like in the mood to just keep going because the creativity kicks in. That's what's happening right now. All right, so I'm gonna just now here. I don't have E600 right now, so I'm just gonna use a little bit of hot glue because I don't want it to just show. And I'm gonna do little by little. See, the only thing I knew I was gonna be worried about is the rhinestones that are already on here. Okay, I'm just gonna hot glue the beginning and the end, and then you guys will see. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Because, like I told you, the fabric has these little rhinestones that just are amazing. I love them, but then, yeah. Okay, I'm concentrated right now. Can you smell it? Alrighty. Let's see how that looks because my mannequin head is, yeah, look at that. Love it. Great idea, Melinda. The only thing I don't like is that right there. I don't know what's going on there, but yeah, so we're just gonna add, we're doing a modern 1920s headpiece, but more of an exaggerated Gatsby, you know, movie type showgirl. All right. So now we're going to add a few lines. I'm thinking for the Art Deco. Oh. All right. So let me just, I don't want to grab my hair at the same time. All right. Yes, I'm really liking it too. Just trying to think of the design here. Just lines, just to make it, that I think I'm just going to have apparently like my, thinking. I'm thinking. Let's see. I really like that line in the middle. Great job, Melinda. But I love how I cover half of the screen. All right. Now I got I'm a visual. I got to see the lines. I agree with the lines up the back. Yeah, but I don't want to just do a straight line. I want to like the Art Deco kind of vibes here. Yep, that's what we're doing. In my head, we're going with the flow here. All right, so I'm going to cut up. I also need to save some of this for my dress. I didn't think I was going to like it that much. All right. I'm going to show you the first little move and then we'll go from there. Yeah. I feel like if you're going to do this, use E600 for this part. That's my suggestion. I just don't have any right now, which is surprising, but. So I'm going to do like a triangle, attempt to do like a triangle towards the feather. Different lengths. I like that. How about some dangling? Let me see. Let me try to dangle something out. And then we'll do it to the third feather. I don't like the dangle, but sorry, I'm concentrated. Different lengths. This is hard. This part is hard. I love how I haven't complained about anything else, but this part is hard. All right, don't worry, guys. I'm gonna show you. I'm just like trying to bring this vision that I had to life really quick. And then I will share my thoughts about the first step of this design on the back. Oh, shit. I'm squinting because I'm in the zone. My dog is probably like, "What are you doing?" Okay, so I don't think I'm going to do that many layers because this is actually a little difficult for me. And what makes it difficult is this rhinestone fabric because then I can't glue the rhinestone on the rhinestone the way I want it to, you know? All right, let's see here. Hold on. I know I'm keeping you guys in suspense. Don't log off. Hold on. All right. All right, this is what I got. I didn't finish everything, but this is what I got going on. So something like this, just to start off, add that pizzazz, and then maybe see if I had the patience to go from there. I think I'm just gonna leave it like that. I like it. I like the different lengths. I just the edge of the I'm having issues with the edge of this. Maybe if I get rhinestones and individually put them would be great. Because I'm having a little difficulty with gluing on the rhinestones. Let's see. Like these types of rhinestones. So we got this going with glue. But I really like that idea. Okay. Guys, you're a bad influence. So yeah, we're gonna add when I find that little bejeweled stone. Yeah, regular I think I'm gonna go in and hit it with some rhinestones. Um and add a little more dimension to it, but I feel like that's also really nice how it is. And then go in with some extra rhinestones just to add. So yes, let's see. But yeah, I really like it, and I just don't want to see a lot of glue either. Yeah, so I'm gonna get some E600 and some rhinestones to finish it off. But I just wanted to show you guys the steps of how to do this type of headpiece. And I call this if you watch, this Art Deco Gatsby kind of style. And you see how the back is nicely bling out the feathers too. Oh my god, I love that idea. Yes, so since I'm gonna have rhinestones, I'm going to bling it out just like to make it shine on the feathers, and that way when they glisten, you can see them. Love that idea. Let's not look at this hair. Let's just look at the ideas Melinda's bringing onto the tables. All right. Or regular rhinestone? Do you mean regular or like? Oh, so like you talking about the color regular rhinestones or fuchsia rhinestones? I'm thinking fuchsia rhinestones because everything is fuchsia, fuchsia, fuchsia. And then I could save the rest of the bling string fuchsia to make some earrings and jewelry. Because that'd be cool. Alrighty. So this is the look. Oh, hello, Anais. This is the headpiece. And then that hitting against your hair color, hairstyle. I'm going to do nice and big so you can see the rhinestone. coming through. I really feel like this will elongate my face as well. So yeah, that is the look. I know it was a pretty long live today, 2 hours. But I mean, it was worth it. Super worth it. Let's see what it looks like with different lighting. Because let me turn this off. Fade it out. I love I'm trying to fit into like the screen. Let's turn this back on. Oh gosh. You see, washes it out. All right. But yeah, I'm so excited about this. I can't wait to add more rhinestones. And I love the idea of the rhinestone on the feathers just to add that shimmer. Now, you guys want to see the final look, it'll be up this Saturday or let's say Sunday on my Instagram, TikTok, all my social platforms, Facebook. If you're following on YouTube channel, please make sure to subscribe. I just posted a video. Well, there will be a video every Friday. I have them all edited and ready to go and scheduled, so you have new content. And my podcast will be up later this month. If you want to sign up to be a guest on my podcast, send me an email, and I will send you the form. You could figure sign it. Oh, let me just put that right there. She will be my background. I like how she looks like little. I think this is also a home decor. But that is the final. Okay, worth 2 hours. Thank you. Yes, and I can't wait to read about the history of hot glue guns. Thank you so much for looking that up because I would have forgotten. But now when I do my nighttime skincare routine, because I really feel like my face has been glowing, and I have a new skincare tool that I can't wait to try tonight. But thank you so much for the compliment. And truly, from the bottom of my heart, it means a lot that, you guys that stuck through this whole 2 hours and saw it go from a hanger, a wireframe, to fabric, to cacao, and then now with the rhinestones. And you guys gave me amazing, well, Melinda, you gave me amazing ideas. And yeah, thank you so much. Tune in next Monday. I'll be doing another tutorial. Every Monday, I'll be going live. And next Monday, I'll probably do something related to pinup contest, just because the contest is right around the corner. And I know a lot of you have questions about when you enter a contest, what to do, etiquette, the judging, the dresses, what should I look for? So much to do, and I don't want you guys to be nervous. So I will see you guys next week. And again, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe wherever you're watching. And if you're on Rockabillaque, like that page as well. And I will see you all next week. Bye.